One common concern that is raised by people who want to justify their prejudice and hostility towards the LGBT plus community is that they want to protect the kids, implying that the alphabet mafia just wants to promote pedophilia. First of all, I have yet to come across a single person who supports LGBT plus rights that also promotes pedophilia. Secondly, how much do these anti-LGBT plus bigots actually care about protecting the welfare of children? How often have you seen them simultaneously rain fire and fury about the moral outrages of adults being legally allowed to spank and kiss non-consenting children? When it comes to issues that are truly detrimental to the welfare of children, these same people who pretend to care about protecting children from the alphabet mafia will usually justify and promote things like kissing and spanking non-consenting children, which proves that they don't actually care about protecting children at all. Think about it: can your boss legally spank and kiss you without your consent? No. They are only allowed to do that to you with your consent, and rightfully so. So if an adult isn't allowed to be kissed and spanked by their boss non-consensually, then why should children get less protections than adults? Why is it currently the case that untrained caretakers are legally allowed to kiss and spank non-consenting children? Where is the anti-alphabet mafia outrage about that? Again, if they are really so concerned about protecting the welfare of children, then why do they usually justify and promote such serious violations of children's bodily autonomy? See, that's the thing: unless they are also up in arms about children getting non-consensually spanked and kissed by adults, then I'm not even going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they have good intentions and mean well. That's because they clearly don't. They claim that offering transgender youth HRT treatment is child abuse, yet studies have proved that offering transgender youth comprehensive HRT treatment drastically reduces the rate at which they commit suicide. Now, how often have you even heard an anti-LGBT activist bring up that fact when they talk about how HRT treatment for transgender youth is child abuse? Rarely, if ever. I personally have yet to come across even one of these liars who will ever mention that fact. If you truly care about protecting the welfare of children, then clearly offering HRT treatment to trans youth would be something that you would be completely in favor of, simply because it drastically reduces the rate at which they commit suicide. If you truly care about the welfare of children, then wouldn't you want them to commit suicide less? I'll be honest, I actually used to be a bit on the fence about offering trans youth HRT treatment. I still supported LGBT plus rights in general, but I was still pretty hesitant about offering HRT treatment to trans youth. However, once I learned about the studies which proved that trans youth receiving HRT treatment drastically reduced the rate at which they commit suicide, then I immediately changed my mind about it. Why wouldn't I? How could I not at that point? Uganda is criminalizing LGBT+ because they want to protect the children, but this is a lie, because they still protect adults far more than they protect children. They hypocritically still legally allow adults to spank non-consenting children. Clearly, they don't care about protecting children. They never have and never will. All they want to do is promote their idiotic ideologies no matter the consequences. They don't care about the LGBT+ youth who suffer devastating consequences. They don't care about the suicides that are guaranteed to occur as a direct result of this. They never cared to begin with. They promote spanking non-consenting children despite all of the evidence which proves that it makes children more likely to develop addiction, depression, increased violence, and suicidal tendencies. Anti-LGBT+ activists don't want transgender people to use the bathroom that aligns with their brain chemistry, because they want to protect women and children despite all of the evidence which proves that trans-inclusive laws don't increase the crime rate. Plus, do you think that this person should be going to the men's restroom or the women's restroom? Well, transphobes would actually want this person to be using the women's restroom, because this person is actually a transgender man, i.e. assigned female at birth. See, these transphobes don't seem to realize just how impractical their ideology truly is. Society doesn't actually want trans people to use their assigned at birth restroom. Women would probably feel extremely uncomfortable with this transgender man being in the restroom or locker room with them, right? On average, people would be way more freaked out and uncomfortable with trans people using their assigned at birth bathroom than if they were to go into the bathroom that aligns with their gender identity. Certainly, that should be obvious by now, right? When it comes to same-sex relations, what logical reason is there to be against that to begin with? Who cares if two people who are the same gender and of legal consenting age decide to date each other? What's wrong with that? Oh, The Bible says that it's bad? Well, did you know that the Bible also says that slavery is okay even in the New Testament? Ephesians 6 5-8, Colossians 3 22-24, 1 Timothy 6 1-2, and Titus 2 9-10. So, according to biblical morality, abolition of slavery is a sin, is it not, along with giving women equal rights? 1 Timothy 2:12. The overwhelming majority of Christians nowadays don't really follow those particular immoral passages of the Bible, which is great, but understand that there was once a time where they were vehemently against positive societal change, and they regularly used the Bible to justify their immoral view regarding legalizing slavery, and not giving women equal rights. There's a good chance that in about 100 years, LGBT+ issues could be on that same list of immoral passages from the Bible that no one pays attention to anymore, just like slavery and oppression of women. Don't you want to be on the right side of history?